Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Stephanie Swartz, and I'm the director of Boca Community High School Prom. I am very excited to welcome you to our Saturday night performance of the Drowsy Chaperone. We have one more performance tomorrow at 2 p.m. And if you enjoyed tonight's performance, please share it with your friends and family and on social media. We would love to fill every seat. We do have 2 rows directly behind the pit that I had taped off earlier, but if we need more seating, I'm happy to open them up. And if you want to be up close and personal with us, I guess that's the spot to be. This is our second full show of the year. In the fall, we did a beautiful production of Radium Girls. This is my first year here at Boca Raton High School, and it's really been a wonderful experience to be back in the pit for my first musical since 2019. I mean, it's been a long, hard time for all of us, so we're very, very excited to be doing this show for you tonight. There will be a brief 15-minute intermission. And before I turn the mic over to our stage manager, Marissa, I would like to thank all of the parent volunteers that have been helping for weeks, pull everything together at the front of house, feeding these kids, helping with sewing, helping on our trip to the State Thespian Festival. We cannot do that. Thank you so much, parents, and of course you know who you are. Thank you to all the parents that are here and who brought all the grandparents and aunts and uncles and family. It's been a wonderful house. We've enjoyed our first 2 shows, and we're very excited about tonight. The other thing I'd like to say is, the performance is a culmination of student work in every single capacity. We have a student orchestra with 3 adults that are helping out. We have students that have sewed, designed, and built most of the costumes that you're going to see. Students have been working on this set for 2 months, and I mean working until 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. It's a really beautiful thing to watch kids come together in the arts and use engineering skills, math skills, language skills, design skills, musical skills, and I'm not even talking about what you're going to see on stage. So this is a very interdisciplinary, beautiful thing we're doing. We really appreciate the support so we can get going, because we are self-funded. So thank you so much. Buy lots of candy and enjoy the Drowsy Chaperone.
A few reminders before tonight's performance of the Drowsy Chaperone. Please take this opportunity to turn off all cell phones and any other recording devices. A professional photographer will be photographing the show, and all 4 performances of the Drowsy Chaperone will be videotaped. All photos and videos will be shared with the cast and crew at a later date. There will be one brief 15-minute intermission, at which time concessions will be sold in our lobby. All proceeds benefit Boca High Drama. Additionally, out of the courtesy to your fellow theater goers, we ask that if you have a young child who grows impatient during our performance, that you please bring them out to the lobby so as not to disrupt the videotaping process. With that, we ask that you please sit back, relax, and enjoy Boca High's production of The Drowsy Chaperone.
I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a dark theater, waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh, dear Lord, please let this be a good show. And let it be short. Oh, Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine. 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience. God. I didn't pay good money to have a 4th wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story and a few good songs that'll take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and thought to themselves, what have George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or, can Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be, sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you would be taken to another world, a world full of color and music and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, hello, how are we today? I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should feel anxious at this age. You know, a little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. Anyway, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So, I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was going to put on Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. I had a craving for a young Monty Howard. But then I said, no, let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s, where the champagne flowed by the caviar true, and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyway. So, I dug about, and what did I find? But one of my favorite shows, Gable & Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's a 2-record set, remastered from the original recording made in 1900. It's the full show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as a chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this was a full 15 years before she became Dirty Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? Let me read to you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and the gay wedding. Of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's just what this show is. Fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now? I was hoping you would say yes. You hear that sound? I love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. All right, now let's visualize this. Imagine, if you will, it's November 1928. You've just arrived outside the doors of the Roscoe Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember when it was cold in November? Not anymore. November's the new August. It's global warming. We're all doomed! Anyway, it's very cold, and there's a dark, gray sleep coming down. But you don't care. You're going to see a Broadway show. Listen. Isn't this wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes. Overtures are out of style now. I miss them. It's the show's way of welcoming you. Hello, welcome. The meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's just what an overture is. A musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Oh, something new. What could it be? Sounds like a dance tune kind of brawl. Maybe blowing pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates. Here it comes. The moment when the music starts to build, and you know you're only seconds away from being transported.
My dress, my fancy dress. I guests have come. Wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door. And soon they will appear. The bridegroom, I'm here to marry Janet. That's all about expounding whom I love a lot. I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought. Ah, Mrs. Tottenham. Now don't worry, I have a full wedding planned out. The key is organization, see? Each string represents a task needs to be completed. Be the musicians, go the florist, book the minister. I have a full wedding under like clockwork.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
I've got to stop this wedding or I might get shot.
Kitty, just kitty. I'm feeling Mr. Feldick. I'll be a lady lady if I get my shot.
Pastry chef, pastry chef, we cross our hearts with pastry chef. No bakery, a bakery is what we got. I am the king of romance, so I kiss la. You are the king of romance, so you kiss a. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone has to come, someone is here. Where is Janet and when will she appear?
I'm Janet, Janet Vandergraff, here to marry Robert Martin, giving up a life of glamour to tie the knot. Chaperone, chaperone of Janet Vandergraff, maid of honor, grand and confident, and all that right. Where's the ball?
Prohibition madness.
Everything I brought my own. Pain makes me drowsy.
It's really happening. Truly happening. Almost happening. What is happening?
Oh, the sky. I circle through the skies, sing my modern apparatus. The aviatrix, I gotta fly. I'll see you when they tie the knot.
Wedding, a wedding today. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Well, there you have it. All the guests are promised. We have a bride coming up the stage for love. Her debonair bridegroom, a harried producer, jovial gangsters posing as pastry chefs, a flaky Korean, a Latin Lothario, and an aviatrix, what we now call a lesbian, and, of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more could you need for an evening's entertainment? Wasn't that wonderful? And we will ding along. I don't even know what that means.
All right, I'll lead you through this record as best I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. The characters are two-dimensional and the plot is well-worn. So, we begin with an announcement from the love-struck group.
Well, I just wanted to thank you all so much for coming. I tell you, I must be some lucky fellow. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be giving up a successful career for me, Robert Martin.
Aww.
Now, if it weren't for Prohibition, I'd say let's raise a glass
Here, here.
to Miss Janet Vandergraaf, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not. Excuse me, the groom mustn't see the bride on the day of the wedding. It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room. Say, it's a little early in the day to be drinking, isn't it?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you keep Janet away from Robert, you understand? You're the chaperone. That's your only job.
Aye, mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I go little monkey.
So, the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Fountain!
Getting married or leaving show business?
Mr. Fountain!
Doesn't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Fountain! I could be a leading lady. You even said yourself I'm useless in the chorus.
Okay, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah, pretty good too. Last week I even auditioned for Swan.
A little annotation. Kitty and Belton were a couple in real life, Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end she does something clever and makes everyone wonder whether it was all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently. But still, she had a wonderful career on the stage. At that time, the theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
About 4 Mr. Felton?
Not now.
Perhaps a nice profiterole.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we could give you something else next week. Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also
And primarily,
employees of a certain individual
A certain individual.
a certain individual.
who happens to be the largest single investor in Felton's funds. He has sent us here
As pastry chefs,
to express his concerns about Miss Vandergraaf's impending nuptials.
specifically.
That if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I got a cousin in Seattle.
Boys, you tell your boss this wedding ain't never gonna happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now we hope we have made ourselves perfectly eclipsed.
One can only hope.
You must got it, you're kidding me. A trifle not? Don't talk with me.
All right, boys, you can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we cannot.
We're on the lamb.
Lamb's an entree, you macaroon.
The shameful modern duo, the Tall brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were born Abram and Mendel Maslowitz, but were renamed as Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. They were an early example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movements, not very intimidating, unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate to the situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Felton. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for.
Holy cats, Mr. Felton, they're gangsters!
Very perceptive, Kitty. Now go potty your face. Gotta stop this way. But how? Oh, Lord in heaven, how? How? Oh!
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed. So, with the story well on its way, let's go to the groom's room. The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. He started out as the Albright toothpaste man. His fabulous smile adorned every tube. Albright was hugely popular in the early 20s because it contained cocaine. It's true. If you looked at the label, it was the fifth ingredient down, right after sugar. Anyway, it wasn't long before he became a huge magnate either.
Nah, don't you worry. It's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is, of course.
I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say he was a bad actor, but to those people I say, shut up.
Hey there, Mr. Mirror Man, shaking and quaking, trembling like them freight cars do. Something vaguely bothering you, and I know just what it is. Cold feet, brother, you've got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little bit on the young feet. Old feet can be uncontrolled feet. We'll make them cold feet trot down the aisle. Frosty arches, they can learn to swing. Icy toes can jive. Wedding marches played in a ragtime swing. Make frigid souls come alive and take that dive. Cold feet, schmold feet, turn them into cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot.
You don't say. Well, why don't you slide back and tee him up while you backstand alarm? Well, now we need to find another minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'm just singing a song on Richard Poppy, a Dixie remedy for wedding day jitters.
You think you've got the jitters? You've got the easy part. I still gotta get rice, veneers, and a minister. I have the weight of the wedding on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I get? Skull feet?
No! You make the cold feet hot. George, look! You're dancing!
I am. I am.
Five, six, seven,
Hyman was a wonderful performer. I like to think of him panting and sweating after a long dance number. He's still alive, you know. I saw him recently on the news celebrating his 100th birthday. To say that passing years had taken their toll on him would be a grotesque understatement. They wheeled him out, and he had that wide-eyed expression of pained confusion that God reserves to the very, very old on their birthdays. You know, the one that says, "Who are you? Who am I? And why is this cake on fire?" You know what I'm talking about? Anyway.
All right, that's enough of that dancing around like a fool.
I'm sorry, George. I was just trying to ease my nerves while it is my wedding day after all.
Well, you could have snapped an ankle. Tap dancing is too dangerous. Here, why don't you go out for a skate instead? That's what I do when I want to blow off some steam.
What would I do without you, George?
Wait a minute, what was I thinking? Oh, no. I can't let you go like that, my friend. You might get it. Here, put on this blindfold.
You think of everything, George.
Just looking out for you, my boy. And remember, no more tap dancing. Wedding bells will ring.
Just ignore it. It does this occasionally.
Wedding bells will chime.
It rings. It'll stop soon. Just ignore it.
Wedding bells will celebrate.
What do you want?
Hello, you've reached my answering machine. There's short message at the tone, and I'll call you back at my convenience.
Well, that's it. The moment is ruined. Thank you, life. It's like a cell phone going off in a theater. God, I hate that. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just at the theater, ruining the moment. You? Oh, I couldn't go out tonight, so I thought I'd ruin the moment by proxy. Sorry. Let's just brush that off. Let's go back in our minds to 1928. They didn't have cell phones in 1928, but I'm sure they had something for the ruining of moments. Bugles or something. The glamorous Janet Vandergraaf entertaining questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Vandergraaf, is it true you're giving up a successful career there, man? You probably know.
Yes, Robert and I met on the leader deck of the Ile-de-France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned briefly, and then he proposed.
So you're never returning to the stage? Ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
You're putting on that?
Of course. One more question. Yes? Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you give up the footlights when you know very well you got grease fan in your veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, I'm begging you. Dump the mud, stick with the follies. I'll do anything. Oh, fine. I'll put your name above mine in the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to ride moons no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. Play the saucy Swiss Miss no more. Blow my signature no more. I don't want to show off. Don't try to control me. I've made up my mind. And that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. I don't want to be cute no more. Make the gentleman hoot no more.
Hey, baby.
I don't want to no more. I don't want to show off. She don't want to show off no more. I don't wanna show.
Did I miss something?
Well, Mrs. Fonzie, it is painfully obvious that Miss Vandegraff has no desire to continue a life on the stage.
Can't you see he's killing her soul? Don't worry, boys, this ain't over yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't do an encore. I don't wanna encore. I don't wanna
That was Jane Roberts as a bride. She was the Oops Girl. Remember? Surely you remember the Oops Girl. Don't you people read? She was billed as a girl whose sexual energy was so great it caused the men around her to have accidents. Spill her drinks, crash their cars into trees. And she would go, oops. Well, I'm not really doing it justice. People ate it up. She had a whole series of films. Oops, the Oops Girl. Oops Girl Come Home, and Oops Girl at Sea. Which won an Oscar for special effects.
Okay, begging and coughing didn't work. On to plan B. And for that, I might need an accomplice. Someone gullible with loose morals. I need what do you call him? A European. La 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 la.
In walks Aldolfo, self-proclaimed ladies' man. Aldolfo was played by former silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Martelli. He was the one who later drank himself to death in his chateau in Nice, remember? It was 5 days before they found the body, and by that time it had been partially consumed by his poodles. Well, it was only partially consumed.
Excuse me, I don't believe we've met. I am Adolfo. You are Adolfo? Yes, I am Adolfo. Well, not the Adolfo. Yes, I am Adolfo. Funny, you don't look like a scoundrel. Yes, I am. What? Well, just now, one of the grooms saying that Adolfo is a scoundrel. I just heard him say that. Adolfo is a scoundrel? Those very words. Adolfo is a scoundrel. It's like I'm hearing it again. This is outrageous. He is saying this to people, to beautiful ladies with breasts for making love? I must. You must take matters into your own hands. Yes, I must take this groom into my hands and kill him. Yes! No. Don't kill him, just hurt him enough so he can't get married. Show me to this groom. Wait, what kind of a man is this groom? A big man? Well, a burly man? Oh, he's big on the outside. No. I love not like big men. Small, pale, crazy little dwarf people that don't far away, but no big man. So you're a lover, not a fighter? Yes, I love who's a lover of beautiful ladies. Some say I am the king of romance. Well, you know what they say. The best way to get back at a man is through his door. No, revenge, back at a man through his window. No, revenge, best way to get back at a man through his. There is no way. I'm not Santa Claus coming down the chimney. Through his woman. Through his woman. That's all. Don't for you must seduce his woman. His woman's bride. I love to make love to this bride, and that will show people I love with no scandals. Show me this bride. Wait, what kind of a woman is this bride? A big woman? No, a girly woman? No, she's the cat's pajamas. pajamas? She's a looker. An attractive woman. She'll like this Captain Pajamas. A little knicker. Stop it. Like a Captain Pajamas.
Roman Bartelli chewing the secret. Now, you certainly couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are too sophisticated to enjoy broad racial stereotypes on the stage. So we banished them to Disney. Let the children sort it out.
Yes, madam.
The pastry chefs have been kind enough to provide the liquor for the party. But remember, everyone, we have to be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It is prohibition after all.
I'm aware of that, madam.
We have to use common words. For example, if someone asks for a glass of ice water, it means they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should write it down.
I think I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What's a glass of ice water? Ice water?
Vodka!
Well, that's settled then. One less thing to do. Anyway, might I have a glass of ice water? I found the meeting with the pastry chefs quite trying, and I would rather enjoy a glass of refreshing ice water.
Your ice water, madam.
I hate this scene.
Now I do need a glass of ice water.
A glass of ice water, madam?
Yes, ice water. Are you going dead?
Would that I would.
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's really just a series of spit takes.
Your ice water, madam?
You know, in some ways, the Drowsy Chaperone was quite progressive. A Hispanic actress played the aviatrix, for instance.
Your ice water, madam?
Yes, some elements were progressive, others were stale in 1928. You know what? I'm going to skip ahead.
To get some lime juice, madam.
Lime juice, for heaven's sake, why?
I'm going to wring out my eyebrows and make myself a gimlet.
Now, you're probably asking yourself, what was that routine doing in the show? It's simple, really. There's a song coming up, and they needed something to allow for a set change. It's mechanics. It's like pornography. Let me explain what I'm talking about. In pornography, the story is simplistic. How can I pay for this pizza? My point is, as in a musical, the story only exists to connect the longer, more engaging production numbers. What? Well, what kind of a society do we live in if we can't discuss the similarities between pornography and musical theater?
In a few hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, life is a mad whirlwind.
This is a really interesting scene. It's the only time in the show where Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on stage. Jane Roberts was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell was already well established and a force to contend with.
I'm just so full of apprehension, but I suppose that's normal considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, Chaperone?
No. I drink for pleasure, not out of necessity.
Your ice water, madam. I'm afraid they were fresh out of olives.
Have you ever been married, underlings?
Heavens, then. If I'm to serve a woman, I wish to be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you too? I suppose it sounds crazy to give up a successful career for a man I hardly know. But somehow, for some reason, when I look into his
Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired the troops in every major world conflict, up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by that time she was in her late 80s, and her anthems didn't so much rouse as stupefy. But still, she demanded that a rousing anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really, you're not being the least bit helpful. Perhaps you could at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration.
Inspiration? Really, dear? That's not my forte.
But if you could stumble along on life's funny journey, stumble along into we will meet and we will live, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still, we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth. We know we left from right, nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along. That was quite inspiring, Chaperone, but I'm still not sure how it pertains to my situation. Let me explain. Oh, really? That's not necessary. I guess I'm just looking for a bit of sympathetic advice I could ever. It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bomb you till there's nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents, and
Antarctica, oh please.
you mustn't let it get lost. This planet, oh so black. Keep your eye on the high road in your hand. As we stumble along, cross life's crowded dance floors, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally reach the bar, and we see that morning star, we pull our bullshit up and overturn. Then we stumble past God's blinding sunbeams, barely knowing right from right, nor left from wrong. And as long as we can hear all these old bluebirds, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, as we
Bravo!
She sings a rousing anthem about alcoholism. That's what I love about her. She just does her own thing when she wants, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that.
and I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, you're supposed to be keeping him away from me. You're right. And I take that responsibility very seriously, but I'm just this moment feeling incredibly drowsy. I'm afraid I'm going to have a lie down. But whatever you do, don't go to the garden to seek out your fiancé to ask him the question upon which your future happiness depends. Thank you, Chaperone. I just have to know if he loves me. Such a skinny little fool. Still, I envy you. Oh, when will love come crashing through my door?
La 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 la.
Look who it is. It's Aldolfo come to seduce the bride.
I am Adolfo.
Try not to think of the poodles while you're listening to this part.
I am Adolfo, and you are the bride.
No, I am not.
What? But this is bridal suite, and you're the only one here. Therefore, you must be the bride.
Interesting argument, but I'm afraid you are a moron.
What?
Me, no bride. Perhaps I could take her message.
Yes, very good. Dear Vandercraft bride, I want to make a love to you. And transport you to a place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Sign Adolfo, the king of romance.
You stalker my little ruse! You found me out!
Ah, so you are the bride.
Apparently, yes. Take me out of face!
No. Not Adolfo. Adolfo. You must say the right name when we are making love and you're screaming. You must say the right name or it'll spoil everything. How can I make you remember? I'm sure that you have heard the name Adolfo. A ladies' man who wins the claim Adolfo. Well, now because I am the same Adolfo. When I introduce myself, I am Adolfo.
Nice to meet you, shall we?
So fast! So just in case you didn't hear Adolfo, I'll try to make it very clear Adolfo. The lovely ladies always cheer Adolfo. When I repeat myself, I am Adolfo.
Understood.
I can sing it high, I can sing it low, Adolfo. Sing it very fast, I can sing it very slowly. Now, it would take hours. Let's see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Pero you see,
Adolfo.
and how should you refer to me?
Adolfo.
And who is it I'll always be?
Adolfo.
Now sing it loudly. Now let me spell it out for Joe. For all you lovely ladies that didn't get for some reason. Maybe you are hard of hearing or something. I don't know. It goes
I think it was her secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. I mean a real Latin lover, not a buffoon. said.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. La 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 la. Don't worry, madam. I'm getting married today, so I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
Sorry, who am I speaking to anyhow?
Why, it's me. Me from France.
This scene couldn't be any more ridiculous.
So I hear you're marrying Jonathan, no?
Oui,
I hear she's very beautiful
oui.
and glamorous.
Ah, oui, oui.
Is it true she's an exceptionally broad range and excels in drag and comedic roles?
Say, I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
Oh, the middle part, where they makes a toast. You were telling me about your, how do you say in English, fiancé?
That's right.
Tell me, when was the moment you knew she was the only one for you?
Well, it's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck of the Ile de France.
Yes.
And I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
And then I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes, and I felt all woozy.
And then you fell. And then you fell?
Yup, right up my keister, and I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dock.
That's what she said. And that's when I knew it must be love.
And then you said.
And then I said, there was a time I could stop on a dime. Forbearance was one of my talents. But since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm the toy on the stair, the three-legged chair, the hand that's been caught on a shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there was nothing my ankles could do. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So happy I happen to you.
And then what happened?
Well then, she joined in.
When men say I'm sweet, when they fall at my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen.
That's right.
A catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rat in the cellar.
A broken umbrella.
A branch hanging loose from a tree.
I can see myself jumping, climbing for a man who lives dangerously. You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then what happened?
Well then, she joined in. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So hurry and happen to me. Oh no, what have I done? Wait!
Well, it seems that the blindfold and fake French accent have led to a terrible misunderstanding. What a mess. Will it all work out in the end? Of course, it's not real. It's a musical. Everything always works out in musicals. In the real world, nothing ever works out. And the only people who burst into song are the hopelessly deranged.
Mr. Felton!
Where's that philandering foreigner?
Mr. Felton!
How long can it take to seduce one bride?
Mr. Felton! You don't need no Janet no more!
Not now.
I'm working on my mind-reading act. Presenting Kitty the
I'm thinking of something, all right.
Pick up some milk and a loaf of rye bread, and don't forget to shave your legs.
You're reading your own mind, you idiot!
Proceeding according to schedule. Now, it's time to receive your just desserts. What do you think, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Feltzig?
Yeah, how about a Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice.
Toledo surprise? I've never heard of that.
No, you haven't. Those people who have heard of it are generally never heard from again.
We'll share the recipe with you.
First you chop the nuts,
Then you pound the dough.
then you bake it up,
Nice and slow.
then you got a Toledo surprise.
Second, on the barriga. It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Feltzig.
First you chop the nuts,
Then you pound the dough.
then you bake it up, nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise. Say, why don't we give them a little taste?
All right, hold it. What style? What grace? What rhythm? Open your fists. Now shake them. And give me that recipe one more time. Da 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 da. Go.
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up, nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise.
Now sell it.
Pick the peach, peel the skin, mush it up, throw it in. That's a taste of Toledo surprise.
Now
You beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, and it tries to rise, don't let it, it's a snap. Try it, folks, with your whites, split your yolks, then you got a Toledo surprise.
You boys are naturals. Keep it up. Welcome to contract.
Hey.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What's going on over there?
We are to open a new act.
Toledo surprise.
So you're gonna put the Gangsters for show, but you won't come in? They're not even in the union.
You got it all wrong. The new act, well, it's for you, kitty. And these boys, well, these boys are your backup dancers.
Backup dancers? Holy cats! Toledo, just like a Toledo. Oh, yes, indeed, sugary yum yum. Freeze the pan, lick the spoon, flip the pan, make sure blush the tuxedo. Toledo surprise.
For your announcement, the wedding is up.
What? For the love of God, why?
Our love was made love to the bride.
That is not the bride, you idiot. That is the chaperone.
What? The wedding is on.
Wedding is off.
What?
Robert kissed a French girl. Her name is Nene. She's very beautiful.
I couldn't help it, Janet. She was just like you. Only French.
Sweet mother of pearl.
Yes, Madam. What's all this commotion about?
It's a wedding, Madam.
Oh, is it going to be a wedding?
Not anymore. Oh, what a tragedy. What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy. Clear the floor for White House. Sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it. Toledo surprise.
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait till it's ready.
Now it's looking ready. Surprise! Makes me twitch, makes me shake. This dessert takes
That's that. The curtain falls and it's time for the intermission. At least it would be if we were actually in the Roscoe Theater watching the Drowsy Chaperone, which of course we are not. I don't like intermissions. They ruin the magic, you know? They yank you back into reality. 1 minute you're lost in a world of music and romance, and then bang, you're surrounded by tourists. Crinkling candy wrappers and nattering about the lack of a woman's restroom. It's cruel. Oh, it's a power bar. I have a bit of a blood sugar issue. I eat small meals all day long and I get jittery. I know it's rude, but you wouldn't like the alternative. Believe you me. Believe you me. I remember the day of my wedding. I didn't have breakfast and the ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon. Ooh, I do! Are you surprised that I was married?
Yeah.
There you are. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people, should you? I'm a very complicated person. I have to pee now. I'll be quick, I promise. And when I return, we can listen to the beginning of Act 2.
Nightingale song. Nightingale.
You don't bow! Emperor and American lady, no see eye to eye.
But Emperor, perhaps a new point of view can change your outlook on life.
What?
Precisely. What is it about the Asians that fascinate Americans? What is it about the Asians that so nice? Is it the one calls the echoes the vibes? Perhaps it's the more computers and their excellent advice.
What is it about Caucasians that mystify we Asians? What is it about Caucasians that's so odd? They call a lovely lady abroad. They have head upon their chest, and they only have one god. Impossible! What?
That song was not from the Drowsy Chaperone. That was from another musical entirely. I have a woman who comes once a month. Can you say that? Have a woman. Anyway, she comes and cleans the things I absolutely refuse to clean. She's very good, but she has an annoying habit of putting my records away and in the wrong sleeves. Even though I tell her, no touch records, Carmela, no touch records. I suppose if I spoke to her in complete sentences, she'd stop touching my records. Anyway, that song started Act 2 of another Galen-style show called The Enchanted Nightingale, a degrading piece of chinoiserie about an emperor who was told by a magic bird to marry his American elocutionist instead of his betrothed, and he ends up building the Great Wall of China. A slap in the face to 4,000 years of Chinese history. But still, it has some wonderful tunes. That was Beatrice Stockwell's American lady. And did you recognize Roman Bartelli as the emperor? Yes, he was a man of 1,000 accents. All of them insulting. Act 2 of The Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it standing on her balcony, bathed in the pale blue light of a sympathetic moon, which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Now, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it will be difficult, but block them out. They aren't the best, but the tune is beautiful, and it truly communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
I put a monkey on a pedestal and tried to make that monkey stay. And he did for a time, but he needed to climb and with other monkeys play. Hooray! He left his jacket on that pedestal beside his tiny rusty cup, and I haven't got the strength to pick them up. Oh, monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. I'll always save that pedestal for you.
I'm just going to pour myself a drink.
Come, my little monkey, come, my little monkey.
The melody is so simple, it just floats in the air. And I must confess, I always get a little misty when I think of that tiny jacket lying on that pedestal, its long sleeves dangling on the floor. Oh, monkey, monkey, monkey.
You broke my heart in two. I'll always save that pedestal for you. Come, my little monkey, come, my little monkey.
Okay, here it comes.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vandergraff.
Do you need
I
anyone?
don't need anyone.
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so me? No, no, no. I'm worth so I chose. Singing voices loud to me every show. Dirty
Now she really lets go.
I'm Janet
love that number. It has everything, a little Busby Berkeley, a little Jane Goodall. And that's another thing I love about musicals in general. When a character is in crisis, they sing and they dance, which is so much more interesting than just whining about it. But that's the glory of musical theater. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds and then something starts ringing.
What a beautiful day for a wedding.
Shall I have the pews removed now, or should I wait until the morning?
Okay, I'm going to stop this here because I don't want this number ruined by a ringing telephone. Here we have two vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. They are Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't know anything about them. I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele, though she doesn't in this show. Actually, I tried to find out more about her. I went through all my books, I even tried the internet, but all my searches ended with Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyway, they're both cute.
Why would you have the pews removed?
The bride was called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, underling, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is such a complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
You can be very close to someone 1 minute, and the next minute, why, you just want to strangle them. Do you understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle.
See, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret. But here's a fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can cause a quarrel, love can cause a din. But love has always been a trusty friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Hanky, Ape, and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, Anne Boleyn lost her head.
Yes, she was in love. Love was good to Eve and Adam. Samson and Delilah too.
May I pose a question, madam?
Why, yes, of course.
Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do. Love is always lovely in the end.
My, that was quite taxing, madam. Please excuse me while I pour myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you, love drops from above, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But surely husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot. Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Bravo!
Yes, that is charming. But to be frank, on some level, that number pisses me off. Now, I'm going to say something here, and yes, I have been drinking, but I'm going to go on a limb here and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Often, in the end, there are lawyers. And another thing, surely someone was aware of the awkward sexual connotation of that title. Love is always lovely in the end. I mean, is it just me? I guess what I'm saying is that number is naive and irresponsibly so. Sorry, I just thought that needed to be said. For the benefit of the younger people. I won't interrupt anymore. Okay, there's a momentary come that I've become obsessed with.
certainly are. You can't go to a wedding looking like that. Oh, you poor dear, haven't you heard the wedding's been called off? Not your wedding, mine! That's the mine, my time while you're there. You're getting married, but to whom?
La 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 la. Ah, beautiful lady with baffled expression.
You are marrying Adolfo? I know it's surprising, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I get all drowsy, and that's love, isn't it?
Just dear, that is love. Help me.
All right. I'm gonna put my card on the table. I got a weak heart, can't take the pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old ticker's gonna give out. Now please tell me, is there gonna be a wedding or not?
Yes.
Thank the good Lord in heaven.
Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
There you are! I have wonderful news. There's going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know?
Yes, we just heard.
And who told you? I did. But how do you know?
What difference does it make?
This is Tottenville, and I am to be married at the garden at 7:30 this evening.
What?
What? Oh, yes. Congratulations to everyone.
Say, what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everybody's getting married except for the bride and groom.
There you are! Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Please don't be that way. Can't you find it in your heart to marry me? Why, it is our wedding day after all, and George has gone through all this trouble, and, well, I do love you more than I can
But
say.
you kissed another woman.
Yes, and I just can't understand it. Now, I know this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that strange French girl, it was just like I was kissing you.
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
Wait! You're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Thank you. I developed it when I played Monique in Hold That Baguette.
There you are! Before you do anything, think about this. No matter how well you play the part of the happy wife, you'll never ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I just don't know. I'm just so confused. Chaperone, please, just this once, I beg you give me some advice that is coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
Okay, here it comes. The moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me more than any other, and that has brought me back to the script again and again. Here it comes.
My advice to you is,
And this is it. Listen.
while you can,
You see? You can't quite make out what she says, because someone drops a cane. I'll say it to you again.
while you can.
Is she saying live while you can, or leave while you can?
While you can.
I mean, it is Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be a cynical quip, but this is a wedding after all, and that's exactly what you think when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. And because you do love her in some way. It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't come down out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So one day you say it to someone. You say, I love you. And you basically phrase it as a question, but they accept it as fact. And then suddenly, there she is standing in front of you in a $3,000 dress with tears in her eyes, and her nephew made a hubba. So what do? Do you say, I was kidding? I was joking? No, you can't. You live, right? You choose to live. And for a couple of months, you stare at the alien form in bed beside you and think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And one day you say it out loud. Then it's a trial of separation and couples counseling, and all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction, and you're constantly redefining and reevaluating and revisiting before you finally lose a deposit on the house, and the whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But still, in the larger sense, broader sense, it's better to have lived than left, right?
While you can.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, Chaperone, you have such a way with words. Robert, my answer is yes, I will marry you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Mr. Felting, looks like this wedding is a done deal. Now you're in trouble, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But there is. I found a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty the Incredible. Okay, Kitty. Now show the boys how you can read my mind. My mind.
Kitty, will you marry me?
Isn't she amazing?
Well, what are you waiting for? You ladies go put on your frillies. We'll all get married in one big clump. That's how they do it in Utah.
Well, George, I don't know how you pulled it off. 4 weddings in one day. I guess you are everyone's best man now.
I am.
Okay,
I am!
Hooray! He's George, that's George, the best man, George.
I'm honored to be doing one of best men hot.
He's basking in the glory of a fight well fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time.
Minister, you may begin! Oh no, I forgot the minister! Who the hell are you?
I'm Trix.
Wait! They haven't a ship here before a marriage! Yes! And the pilot is comparable to a captain! Yes! And the aeroplane is kind of a chief of the air? Some call it an air chief?
Oh, shit! Yes! Wait, I got it. Trips, you can marry them on the plane and we'll have a honeymoon.
A bride groom in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye, but what a thrill whenever it's true like joy in the sky. When vows are said and done, down in the
It's a terrible old apartment, with horrible wiring. Don't talk to anyone. Don't let yourselves be distracted. I'll go find a fuse box. Everybody be quiet.
It's a zipper. Hi.
Hello.
Your lights are out.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to shut the power off because we replaced the breaker panel in the basement.
Yes.
So we replaced it, but when we turned the power off, all the breaker panels in the apartment tripped.
Yes.
It's what happens. It's normal.
Yes.
So I gotta reset your breakers.
Now?
It only takes a second.
All right, all right.
Because I tried calling you earlier before, but there was no answer.
Oh, I've been having a problem with the phone.
Here we go.
That? It was a record.
What kind of that?
It was just music. It was a show, music.
Do you like musicals?
No.
I love musicals. I go to them all the time. It's amazing what they do on stage with things. Did you see Miss Saigon? They land a helicopter on stage with that. Yeah, I've seen them all. Cats, like Miss, Saturday Night Fever. I like the movie better.
Really? Well, goodbye. Oh, that's it. It's ruined. One note away from the end of the show and the mood is broken. I should just start the record again from the beginning. I can't do that, can I? Oh, it's so frustrating. You have to understand, I love this show so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother bought me the record. This was just before my father left us. Oh, he didn't leave because of the record, although I'm sure such health matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, and the monkey motif is labored. But none of that matters. It does what a musical is supposed to do. It takes you to another world, and it gives you a little tune to carry with in your head. You know, a little something to escape from the dreary horrors of the real world. A little something when you're feeling blue, you know? Alone on life's funny journey, stumble along into the blue. We look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn. Oh,
On an accident waiting to happen.
our way.
I don't wanna sing to
Some life's crazy
Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. All right, alone.
And the best that we can do is hope a little more.
That's okay, no problem.
Sorry about that.